It's time for Bengals Nation, brought to you by Rally House. Gary Miller with you at OTR Eatery as always, and we got a great show for you. It is packed, literally, because Mike Hilton and Vonn Bell have brought along a power couple. They have not only Zach Carter, but also Cam Sample joining us on the show. Chris and I will be along the way with head coach Zac Taylor, but you know we can't begin without a David Fulcher spotting. There he is. It's time to go. Chris, over to you.
Well, it was a pretty good week. Another week at the stadium. You finally get the monkey off your back, beat the Browns. You guys are rolling right now. How you feeling?
There we go. It feels good. We got a 5-game streak going right now. We're playing some real good ball, but we can't settle. We got to keep going. We know we got some tough games ahead of us, so we got to go take care of business.
Yeah, like Mike said, we can't settle. We got to keep on going, pushing the momentum. But it was a good win. We just got to keep on building momentum until this week.
How do you not bite on a flea flicker? What is the key? It didn't get run against you guys, but it worked against them.
So, number one, if that offense is running the ball successfully, it's going to be tough. But as DBs, we just got to try to stay deep. You know what I mean? Let the front seven handle the run, and we'll take anything over the top.
All right, this week we got Tom Brady in Tampa. What makes him different as a quarterback from everybody else?
I mean, it speaks for itself. You know, he's been doing it 20-plus years at a highest level. He's seen every defense you can throw at him, so we know it's going to be a difficult task, but we're confident in our preparation, and, you know, we'll be ready to go.
Like you said, doing it for 2 decades, seen a lot of ball. One of the greats to ever probably put the helmet on and play his position. So you can't fool him. And like Lou said early in the day today, through the defense, where every coverage we have is going to be a beater. So get ready to think about all the beaters that we have in the coverage and just really just go out there and win your one-on-one matchup. So he just gave it to us straight up like that, and we just got to get ready to play.
It's got to be unique facing a guy like that because you guys grew up. He was already in the league and being Tom Brady, and now you're playing against him. Is that a little weird when you see him on the tape? Like, I remember being 5 years old and watching him play for the Patriots, and now he's our opponent.
Yeah, everybody says that. Like I said, he's been doing it for so long, but you know, it's a great moment that you never lose. You know, playing against somebody that's considered the greatest player of all time. You know, it's a blessing, and you never take it for granted.
Like you said, it's a blessing, but an opportunity. It's like I go out here and make a play. He could probably remember my name if I make a big enough play. So I'm up for it.
And if you get an interception off of him, you're not giving the ball back, right?
Oh no, I'm probably gonna have him sign it like buddy from San Fran.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna be in line, but I might mail it to him.
Oh yeah. I gotta get that signature. Yeah, we're gonna find a way.
I might sell it later.
All right, let's send it over to Gary as the head coach, Zac Taylor.
One of the great things in these recent wins is taking away the best weapon of the other team. Nick Chubb has had great success against the Bengals. That's why they had won 7 of their last 8, because he goes for 100 and scores a touchdown or 2. Did the same thing to him that you did to Derrick Henry. What was the key in both these cases?
Well, our front, starting with our front. You know, those guys up front have done a great job in the rush defense. But then you got Logan and Jermaine right behind them. They're willing to fit in. Mike Hilton's been tremendous in the run game. And then it puts pressure on our DBs in the pass game because when you're committing that much to the run defense, it puts pressure on those guys in the back end. They've really stepped up. So just been really proud of the defense overall. They've done a great job from pass defense to rush defense, limiting these other teams' success.
What does that do to a team mentally? Like if they took Chase away from you or limited Joe Burrow like they did early in the season, when you take away Chubb or Henry, which is their main ingredient, what does that do to a team psychologically?
Well, a lot of teams, they want to make some hay running the ball, take pressure off the protections in the pass game. And so when you're able to make them one-dimensional, that's hard to manage for an offense. And so, again, our defense has just played outstanding football this year, and we're going to need more of that in these coming weeks.
One of the things that can give them time is Chubb's running. Now, he wasn't able to run effectively against you guys on Sunday, but Watson did have time in the pocket, but there was such great coverage yesterday, there was no one for him to throw to. You must have been very impressed with the way you guys covered.
They did a great job trying to limit that explosive play production. Our guys up front did a great job getting pressures. We didn't always get them on the ground, but we at least got them moving around a little bit and made them get off a spot. So I was, again, really pleased with the performance the defense gave because the offense started slow yesterday, but the defense keeping the points off the board allowed us to get our footing.
You already had the lead, but the flea flicker, that can take the heart out of a team too, and they ran it to perfection, but you'd been practicing it with T. Higgins. that shows kind of how much faith you have in Trenton Irwin that you ran the same play and you couldn't run any better.
No, that's a great point. You know, we trusted that he would know what to do and how to do it and the timing, because there's got to be a little hesitation there, so you're not 80 yards down the field by the time the quarterback gets the ball in his hands. So Trenton did a great job of selling it, slightly gearing down, and Joe did a great job of getting out of his hands very quickly and giving him a good, accurate throw.
We look ahead to Tampa and tangling with Tom Brady. Now, Zac's still in his 30s, but what could Coach Taylor picture himself doing by the time he's Brady's age?
Furok Locks, sponsored by Hawksworth.
It is indeed time for Furok Locks. David got locked out again last week. We went head-to-head, Steelers-Ravens.
And I won.
Unfortunately, we could have used another loss for the Ravens and break that tie, but how are we going to do this week, David?
So I'm feeling kind of down under the weather because I keep picking teams that keep losing, but I got a game that's even. Patriots, Raiders. I'm picking for the Raiders to beat up the Patriots because we need a loss by the Patriots because we got them next week.
Yeah.
So why not? Let's take that happen.
Beat them up a little bit.
Beat them up a little bit.
Yeah, well, we beat up Tennessee pretty bad, and they haven't really recovered from that. So I'm taking the Chargers at home, who really need a win. Giving 3 to the Titans. Take it, Titans. You're not winning in SoFi.
All right, I got Dallas and Jacksonville. Jacksonville was the bane of Furok's existence last week.
Hurt me.
Dallas got a little bit of a scare from Houston. I think the Cowboys, they're given 4. I think the Cowboys on the road are going to win by more than 4.
Oh, wow.
Getting Defensive, sponsored by Blake Maisland.
Today we got two real special guests, man. Some guys up front. So y'all give a warm who they welcome to Zac Carter and Cam Sample.
There we go, D-line. There we go. Come on with it. Yeah. Young boys.
Young bull.
Yeah. What's good? Chilling.
What's good?
Don't get nervous now.
Fellas.
Ain't no nervous.
So what's up? Who there, everybody?
There we go.
How y'all doing today? Or tonight? How y'all doing tonight?
All right, let's get straight to it. Hey, Zac, I know it's a homecoming for you. You from around the area, family coming. Big play coming this week, right?
Big play coming, man.
I need a sack.
Big sack coming this week. You know, it feels good to be going back home to Tampa this week. It's like a big homecoming. I got like 50 ticket requests, so you know I got to put on a show for the home city, man.
I feel that. Hey, so tell us about the D-line room. DJ, Josh, Trey, Sam. How they lead y'all guys, the young group?
Yeah, I mean, they all got their different styles. As y'all know, some talk more than others. BJ, you know, he the loudest one. But the thing I like about our room, I mean, when it's time to have a good time, we have a good time, but we all show up and work. I mean, y'all see that every day, y'all know. And those guys like DJ and Josh, who might not get the wild glamour plays, but when y'all turn on the film, y'all see them boys setting the tone, and it make me want to play at a higher level just seeing them do it like that. So it's a great example to follow.
I like that.
Both of you guys are pass rushers, man. Who are some guys in the league right now or back when y'all were younger that y'all just used to love watching growing up?
Shoot, well, I grew up a Saints fan, so Cam Jordan been doing that high level for a long time, watching him get after it. But then once I got older, I started really, I tried to be like a sponge. So any dude who's doing it at a high level, I'm trying to mimic pieces from their game and try to add it to mine. So DeMarcus Lawrence, Cam Jordan, Daniil Hunter, all those guys, I'm trying to just take little bits and pieces.
That's a good group right there.
It's a good list.
What you got?
For me, it'll probably be Aaron Donald. I start with Aaron Donald. You know, he's a special player. A lot of stuff he do, a lot of people can't do. You know, but you could try to mimic it. And then I say J.J. Watt, he been really dominant for a long time.
Two Hall of Famers.
And then, you know, I say a young guy that's been turning it up since last year, Michael Parsons.
Oh, yeah.
Monster, future.
No, he's special. He a different breed. So I say those guys.
All right. Take us through y'all weekly routine. Going, you know, for yourself, weightlifting, me with hobby. What y'all be doing?
Starting off after the game, you know, watch that film, diagnose it, flush it down, get ready. Monday's more my like recovery day, so I get my massages, Pilates, start getting the jump start on the next team we playing, and then we come in Tuesday. We break down the offensive line pass rusher, so I'll hit up some of the other D linemen, see what they saw on film, kind of double check with what I saw, and then just naturally progress through the week, doing some more body stuff, doing more massages, Pilates, getting ready, and then putting it all together with the film study.
Okay, he got a routine, Zach.
Yeah, my routine, Mondays always a dry needling day for me. I like to incorporate that in my routine. And then I also do Pilates on a Monday. And then Tuesday I go in and lift. I try to lift. I was doing 3 times a week. Then I seen how strenuous the season is. I was like, I gotta.
You learn quick.
I cut it down to 2 times a week. So on Tuesdays, I'll do Pilates. I try to do Pilates 3 times a week. And then, Wednesdays, I'm heavy film. Tuesday through Saturday, I'm heavy film. But I take pride in my body work, though. I do a lot of body work.
Becoming a pro.
Well, man, we appreciate y'all coming on, getting defensive, man. Y'all 2 of the young bulls that we know are playmakers, man. We excited for y'all to keep growing, man. Real talk.
Earning Your Stripes, sponsored by Rally House.
It's going to be 6 years from now that you're 45. What do you think you'd be able to do at that age?
Not that. Hopefully I can play tennis and pickleball and occasionally run on a treadmill. But playing NFL football definitely would not be on my radar.
At what point of his incredible saga did it start becoming, this can't be happening, to now it's ridiculous?
I don't know if I ever felt that way about him, because every year he's playing at a championship level caliber, and he's won Super Bowls as recent as 2 years ago, and so that really doesn't go through my mind. He keeps doing it every single year, and so I'm just going to assume he's going to play till he's 50.
What is the key to defending him or playing against the Brady team?
Well, he's really smart, so again, you got to get pressure on him, make the ball come out of his hands very quickly. He's one of the best to do that. So again, he's always knows where his quick answers are. He always has a sense for when he's going to have time to push the ball down the field. He's still really accurate down the field and can make any deep throw he needs to make. We've had a lot of crossover tape with him this year. We've seen their offense from our offense perspective because they played a lot of our divisional teams. And so he's, again, still playing at a high level and can really test your defense.
Do you notice anything in the team when they're coming off either a big win or a massive loss in their mentality?
Well, they've got a lot to play for here. They've still got a divisional championship right in front of them. So we know there's times in this league where a game just gets away from you. It happened to us early in the season. It happened to them the other day against San Francisco. That's one you just put to bed very quickly and move on to the next game. So we know we're going to get their best. It's a team that played in the Super Bowl very recently. Again, like I said, they're still the leaders in their division, so we're going to get the best shot on Sunday.
Zac Taylor takes us inside the key plays, including drawing up that flea flicker that works so well to a guy who didn't even practice it.
Coach Taylor's Breakdown, sponsored by EverDry.
This first one here is going to be a touchdown, red zone touchdown. So we're going to run 2 skinny posts here, and you like it versus single high. And so Joe, it looks like it's going to be quarters coverage right here, so he's probably thinking he's going to work his option route to Trent Taylor here in the middle. But as you can see, the ball is going to be snapped. You can see that safety starting to come down. John Johnson's just going to slightly lean to the middle to show a single high, but he's really going to stay cheated over here to Jamar to try to discourage Joe from making that throw. But it's just great timing here. You can see Joe's taking gun, 3, plant, the ball's out. He has seen the safety come down over here. He's seen John Johnson just cheat just enough in the middle to be able to fit it in this window right between the safety and the corner, and maybe even surprise Jamar a little bit. But again, really good job here. If you watch Joe's eyes, he knows he's going to Jamar all the way once the safety starts to cheat back in the middle. He's just trying to influence him with his eyes to the right. And then on his plant foot, he's going to come over here and snap that ball over there to Jamar. So really good timing, really good with his eyes, and was able to get his 6 points there with Jamar. Nice little gritty there. Okay, then the next one is the drive right before halftime. So we did a good job eating up some clock. Samaje does a great job playing through contact, bouncing off. A lot of people think the play is over, and he just finds his way into the end zone. So as you can see here, really well blocked up front on these double teams. You can see what Samaje sees right now. He sees no Brown's color right there. So again, he's able to bounce off that tackle and finish in the end zone for 6 points. And really well blocked up front. A great finish there by Samaje. And then you look over here, this is the flea flicker. So the score in the game right now is 13-3. We need a big play to break this open. And you're going to see here, it's just quarters coverage over here. And so really we're trying to get Trenton Irwin to come in here because the safety knows that would be his blocking responsibility. We're going to hand this ball off on the duo. It's going to get the safety to bite down hard. Trenton's going to try to not lose momentum and just get vertical over the top. Hopefully the corner doesn't overlap, which he does not. And so really good job there by Joe Mixon getting the ball quickly to Joe Burrow. Great job by Joe getting his fingers on the laces real quick and getting the ball out of his hands. And Trenton Irwin does a nice job with his landmark, not getting to the hash, allowing Joe to bring him in there if he needed to. Joe Mixon's big run, so we're just going to run a perimeter toss play. The starting point is going to be Mitch Wilcox right here on the edge on the corner, and then LC on the perimeter, getting up on Greg Newsome. And then Joe Mixon, when you get quarters coverage over here in the run game on the perimeter, you're always going to have an unblocked safety, which is number 22. So that's going to be the running back's job. He does a great job making him miss, breaking another tackle, and then finishing it off there with, I think, a 40-yard run that put us in scoring position, which was big time for us. We needed that big explosive run. We knew it would come at some point. A couple defensive plays here. Later in the game here, they're just going to run a tight zone run with maybe a speed option look on the other side. But if you watch DJ Reader here at number 98, he was just a force all day, especially in the run game, fighting off a block, tackling Nick Chubb by himself. So he, again, one of the top defensive tackles, if not the top defensive tackle in the NFL this year. He's playing lights out for us, which is good to see. Then you'll get another one here. They're going to run a little play action in the backfield with some window dressing. Okay, and you're going to see just a post route and a high cross over here. A lot of teams run this. And so, again, Von's going to kind of hedge his bets here, point in the middle, making sure he can rally and make a tackle on the flat player, trying to discourage any deep throw. But you're going to see Jesse coming out of the middle here and doing a great job getting underneath this throw and making a big play. We needed a turnover. Turnover battle was 0-0 at that point, and Jesse stepped up and made a big play for us, which is great. And then you look at this last fourth down of the game right here. They're going to challenge the rookie Cam Taylor-Britt over here with Donovan Peoples-Jones. 4th and goal from the 6. They're going to throw a fade route, and he gets himself back in position, is able to play through the catch point, knock that ball out, and a big stop for the defense there on 4th down. That's the same as getting a turnover, sudden change, give our offense back the ball, and allow us to go finish out the game. So that was an awesome job by the defense.
What's the key to taking down Tommy Brady and the Buccaneers? We'll check in with Zac Taylor when Bengals Nation returns.
This is my glory.
Chris's Star Matchup, sponsored by Gold Star.
Our matchup this week takes us to the Buccaneers defense, specifically their linebackers. The Bengals' recent success on offense has been through their run game. Whether it's Joe Mixon, Samaje Perine, or even Joe Burrow, establishing the run has opened up the pass and given deep shots to Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and even Trenton Irwin in recent weeks. If the Bengals want to establish the run against the Buccaneers, they have to go through their linebackers, and the Bucs have two good ones, Devin White and Levante David. Both of them have over 60 tackles this season. If the Bengals offense wants to keep rolling through Tampa Bay, they need to neutralize the star linebackers of the Bucs defense.
They built a great defense. They have 5-6 guys that can play D-line that are dangerous. I think their linebacker core is one of the better ones in the league. Very fast, very physical. We're going to have to win individual matchups that are tough. And we're going to have to bring our best performance with great technique, focus, and energy to win.
Keys to the Game, sponsored by Kia.
Zach, one of the things they like to do in Tampa is blow that cannon off when good things happen. What's it going to take to limit the times that goes off and you guys have another victory?
Well, we got to make him get the ball out of his hands, obviously, and stop their running game, and try to do our best there to keep those points off the board. And then they got a great defense. They got a lot of talented players over there. Their linebackers are as good as any group out there in football. They've got talent on the front end and the back end, so we got to keep Joe upright, and we got to make some plays after the catch, and again, be good in the red zone like we have for most of the year.
Bengals back on the road this week, their first trip to Tampa since 2014, and the A-team will be calling the game. Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. Catch it in the national window Sunday at 4:25, and get ready for it with Bengals Nation every Saturday night at 11:35. We got a crowded house, especially with nearly 600 pounds of linemen on the stage. I'm going to start with you, Cam Sample, because kind of a mixed bag here in Cincinnati. Tulane broke some hearts.
Yes, sir.
What was that weekend like for you when Tulane came here and won the finale and broke the winning streak at Nippert?
Yeah, it was great. I was actually upset because we bumped back practice an hour that day, so I was going to miss half of the game, but after practice, I jumped in my car, ran about every red light over there just to see my guys get the dub. So, I mean, I love Cincinnati, but roll wave.
Zach, when you were at USF, your hometown team came down there. You had to grab tickets for mom and the family, but also your friends. You in the same situation with this Bucs game?
Very same situation.
Don't do it.
I love my friends, I love my family, but you know, it comes to a point where, you know, you can't make everybody happy. They know I love them, though.
Good.
They know I love them, though. You can't make them all happy. They know I love them, though.
Do you have to have a conversation with them that, hey, if I'm giving you these tickets, so you're from Tampa, you got to wear Bengals gear, no Bucs?
Yeah, I actually did
know?
tell them that, because I have a lot of people from my church coming, and they're like big Bucs fans and stuff like that. But my mom, she came last weekend and brought a bunch of Who Dey towels so they could wave them at the game. So,
all right, for the guys on the end here, what do we not know about Zach or Cam?
He can sing. Yeah, on his rookie show.
He could sing? Sing in practice?
I'm a really good singer. I try to keep it low key, you know. I know y'all probably want to hear something, but I didn't even warm up my voice tonight.
He ain't drink no tea today.
What y'all want? What y'all want? What's up?
Don't get nervous.
Sing him up. Sing him up.
What does he usually sing?
I grew up in the church, so for the rookie show I did Melodies from Heaven.
Yes, Lord.
I give you one line. Melodies from heaven rain down on me. Rain down on me. That's all I'm gonna get y'all. That's all
Amen. While we're on music, one of my favorite moments in college football is in the swamp at Gainesville, Won't Back Down, and the entire crowd is doing it. I mean, it almost gives you goosebumps. What was that like for you guys as players when you hear the whole stadium doing that?
Tom Petty, you know, that song, it's like our fight song. It's like, you know, they play it before the fourth quarter. It's like we're going to war. Like we're not backing down. It just give us that feeling like we gotta win, you know.
All right, one more. It won't be a song, but we got to end it the way we do every game and the way you guys do the victory chant with a